from Los Angeles. Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa Land. On this hashtag Friday Feels, what better guest than to have R&B's new love child, Dana Vaughn, in the house.
What's going on?
Oh my gosh, thank you for being with us.
No, thank
today,
you, thank you.
First of all, we got to mention the hat. Save the planet, planetary.
So real quick, I randomly put this on this morning. My grandfather made these hats back in like 60s or 70s. He clearly was onto something that we are still trying to get through all of our heads today. You know, you can't always wear logos on TV and things like that. So I was like, well, this is my family, so you can't tell me that I can't wear it. So,
you own it.
Yeah, this is my brand. So.
I'm so glad you are representing. This has been an incredible year for you. I mean, Coachella, Sunday service with Kanye West. Yeah. Tell us about that.
Yeah, tell us about we went to Sunday service.
No, yeah, it was incredible. Especially just being a believer and somebody who's been in my face since I've been a child. It was definitely something that like really came to fruition. Doing that for 50,000 people on stage, and as well just millions streamed it. We rehearsed for 2 or 3 days prior, late nights, 3, 4 in the morning, wake up at 6 or 7. But also you have to understand it's a church service. So if you've ever been to a church, I mean, you can't account for every moment that's gonna happen. So it was surreal. I know we touched thousands of people.
What did that feel like? Because like you just said, you know, you can't plan every moment when you get like struck by that faith, the voice of God. What is that for you?
I mean, for me, it's kind of everything. It's kind of my compass. But I think Kanye created Sunday service to heal himself. That's what he said, just to bring his friends and the best musicians in the world just to come together and just, there's no sermon, there's no preaching, you feel me? It's just strictly music. So I think that's definitely just a gift we were all given to. I danced in the service. I've been a dancer since I was 10. But I definitely just got some, you know, just a certain healing from that, you know, busting your tail and sweating and being outside in the heat, but it don't matter.
So anything inspired? Do you feel like it's going to be in your regime to do a Sunday service?
I don't know if it's going to be in my regime, just do it. You feel me? I like to be original, but I would love to continue to be involved on a greater scale than that. Of course, I know a lot of the drummer players. I mean, these are people that play for Bieber on tour, like incredible people.
Making
so just
history.
to be involved in that, and they really listen to you. They take your advice. What we think might be good to do this or try this, so let's do this move or this and that. So it was incredible.
Sorry, it wasn't just Coachella. You've been 20 cities on tour.
Yeah, that was last year. Sorry, cut you off. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but tell us about it.
I mean,
from all of this.
It's really been great. Like I said, I'm a singer, songwriter. I did a tour last year with a group called Forever in Your Mind. 20 cities, saw a bunch of fans. Also worked this year. I'm on this BET show called American Soul that I'm super excited about. So I try to wake up, like we said, our morning routine. I just like to start off with my coffee and my devotion, and after that, like whatever comes my way, I just like to try to be prepared for it.
What would you say was your biggest catalyst to going from this level of your career to that? Like, what was it? Was it a person? Was it a moment? Was it a job you got? You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the first thing that kind of broke me through was the Hannah Montana movie when I was 10 years old. Like that was my that was my first break into entertainment. But through there,
but you were in the Hannah Montana movie?
Yeah, I was in the Hannah Montana movie. I was 10 years old. It was a random call that I got.
Just random calls. I've
been taking a dance class at this convention called Monsters of Hip Hop, which is incredible. Jamal Sims, who does like the step up choreography, he calls me at 9 years old saying, I need you to be in Tennessee in 2 days. I don't even know what that is. He's like, oh, you're signed. I got you with my agent. You're this and this and that. Fast forward, I'm in LA. I'm the face of Kids Bop for like 3 years. I was in a boy.
Love Kids Bop.
I was in a boy group named I Am 5. I'm pretty sure we were here and did like an acoustic over there or something.
You did.
Right? You remember that?
Well, I saw clips of it. You guys played it a bunch of times.
Yeah, but I mean, I have no complaints. I'm super excited about my solo career now. I've been solo for a year and a half, 2 years, really tapping into writing. I play piano. And it's just been great.
And what are you most excited about right now?
I'm most excited about the song I got out called Sweet Tea. I think it's super original. It's definitely a Friday feel. I was in Atlanta shooting the BET show, and if you've ever been to the South, there's a lot of sweet tea. There's a lot of sugar everywhere, and we know sugar's not good for you, but it still tastes good. and that's kind of the
Friday feels. We've all been there.
And that's kind of the metaphor I use for the song, talking about this female in the record was that. She might not be the best for me right now, but for right now, man, she tastes pretty good. So
like sweet tea.
She tastes
We got the diabetics too, so it ain't so good.
For real. So that I'm constantly in the studio all the time. I'm setting up for this EP later this summer. Don't have an exact release date, but I have my next single coming out July 5th. It's called Rough Rider. You got to get your boo for this summer, so that's what you got to do.
Okay, so
Sweet
all
tea to
the
Rough
women
Rider.
out there, they want to know one thing.
What
They
is
want to
it?
know what is it that would have them become your sweet tea? Like, what is that factor? What is the thing that, like, you know?
For me, it's just about to a degree, like putting themselves first. Like I think that's very attractive. Like
Yes.
when you take care of yourself, that makes me want to take care of you, and also just kind of like you wake up and you always smell good. And not that you got to be I don't even have to. You ain't got to be done up, but like even internally, like you just know how to feed yourself and keep your mental straight. Like that's very attractive.
That's
so.
great
Nice.
advice. Great
Wow.
advice. Well, you clearly are an inspiration, and you got it going on.
Thank
so,
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Please tell everyone where they can follow your journey and get your music.
At Dana Vaughns, DanaVaughns. Yes, it has an S. I'm not Vince Vaughn. But yeah, you can go
cooler,
there. YouTube. I'm also very proud of my music videos. I really take a lot of time on them. Me and my team really do. So please check my YouTube.
and plant a tree for
And
God's
plant
sake.
a
Yes,
tree.
plant a tree.
Wow.
Yes.
Stay tuned, you guys. We'll be right back.